Welcome. My name is Charlie Gregg. I'm the spiritual teacher at Who Am I London. And we're going to just have a look at what the course consists of before you start learning with me. So, the course consists of 10 modules, and each one is approximately an hour long. And each week is a different subject matter that is going to take you on this beautiful staircase of feeling well and feeling better than you do already. Um, and the learning will give you a toolbox of skills that you can use for the rest of your life. So, the books that I recommend, I've read thousands of books on my journey so far, and I have pulled out the best ones to help you each week after we have gone through each subject matter for you to read, to keep you topped up, to keep you engaged, if you like, so that you get maximum learning. So, the first book that I recommend, and sometimes it's easier to see the cover, which is why I'm doing this. The first book that I would like you to buy and read is Beginner's Guide to the Chakras by Marianne McGuff. It's a tiny book, very easy to read, will give you lots of information about what the chakras do, their colours, what food groups, what ailments go with these chakras. Very important, and it's a beautiful little book to read. So that's the first one. All the details of the books will be on the description below the videos that they are for. So don't worry if you don't get everything in this first guide. The second one is such a fabulous book. This is Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway by Suzanne Jeffers. And I started reading this one about 20 years ago, and you probably got it on your bookcase already. It's an incredible book. There are lots of exercises in here. You don't need to do all of them, just do what you feel, but will help you start identifying what you're fearful of. The next book is one of the books that actually saved my life. This was the first one that I read at the beginning of my spiritual journey, and it's The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. And it isn't the easiest of reads, but it's fundamental to your spiritual journey. So please get this one and enjoy it. This will be for week 3, for module 3. The next 2 books are for module 4. Don't be worried about the size of them, because there are just chapters that are indicative to you in these books to read. And the first one is going to be your Bible, really, that you can find out about your friends and your family. It's something that I use all the time, just as a quick guide to understand about people's numerology numbers. And this one is The Life You Were Born to Live by Dan Millman. So that one is going to be for week 4. And the Soul Plan book by Blue Marsden will help you design your soul plan to help you find purpose. And this again is going to be in week 4 too. The next one, and I always say this incorrectly, Hopoponono, you can see how it's spelled there. And this is a beautiful book about forgiveness. And this is by Nathalie Bodwin Lamboy. This is all about forgiveness. It has some lovely tips about the law of attraction as well. Again, nice big writing and very easy to read. This one is a real delight. The next one is The Dark Side of the Light Chasers by Debbie Ford. And there's just parts of this that I recommend in one of the lessons. It's about your pain body shadow. And if you get time to read this one, I would highly recommend it. If you don't and you're falling a little bit behind as we go through, this one is not imperative, but it is a great book if you get a chance to read it. The next one is The 5 Agreements. This is by Miguel Ruiz and is an incredible book about keeping yourself out of the mud, keeping your mind busy. These 5 keys are fundamental to your mental well-being. So this one is a must. He has written a book, The 4 Agreements, and then added in another one. So don't buy the 4 and the 5 agreements, just buy the 5 agreements. It has all of them in the same book. So that will save you a little bit of money. Don't buy both of those. The next one is for the Law of Attraction week, and this is Ask and It's Given by Esther Hicks. Um, this explains beautifully about the Law of Attraction, but you can also watch on YouTube a series of videos that Esther does with the spirit entity Abraham, which are fascinating and are really good because she lets the audience ask questions. She's a medium, a channel for the Abraham entity. So some of the questions that the audience will be asking are probably some of the things that you're asking too. And you never know, she's mostly in America, but you might get a chance to go to one of her events. I would highly recommend it. She's fantastic. The next two books are for module 9 and 10. Now, this one only comes on Kindle, but I've mocked up the cover for you just so you can see, being creative as I am. So the two books for the last two modules are all about the Michael entity. So this is a group of spirits that are no longer incarnate on Earth, and their teachings are all about the soul, the journey, soul levels. The first one I read when I was in my 20s, and it's The Messages from Michael by Chelsea Quinn Yarbrough. It's not the easiest of reads, but again, all of these books will be on your bookshelf forever, so skim through, do what you can. It helps explain the journey, but this one is a lot easier. So this is by Shepherd Hoodwin, who is one of the channels of the Michael entity. And he has a fabulous website as well with David Gregg. It's called the michaelteachings.com. So after you finish working with me, you might want to do continual study. But this one is an excellent read. And as I said, it only comes on Kindle. So these are all the books that I recommend throughout the course. So to save stress, might be good for you to order. They're all available on Amazon. And have them ready for each week, and I will remind you as we go through. Now, you're also going to need a journal to work on this course, and I would recommend one about 200 pages. Get one that's a good size, that possibly has tabs in it, so that you can do your homework, you can do your revelations, you can do notes from the reading material. This journal is going to be with you for the whole of your journey. And also you will be able to look back at it at the end when you finish working with me and see how much you've grown. I never could have designed all of my lesson plans over my learning over 7 years that I've been working on my own journey if I hadn't kept journals. And they're kind of like your private therapist. They are for you to put your feelings down and to see how you're evolving as a spiritual being. So you have all the details. So when you're ready, you can start lesson 1, which is coming up next. And I wish you great happiness on this journey with me. It's going to be extraordinary, and I'm very excited about teaching you what I've learned on my spiritual journey. All of this learning is how I became well and how I now teach my private clients. So keep an open mind. We are talking about other realms here. In some cases, it doesn't matter if you don't believe in reincarnation. Yet keep an open mind. And my teachings bolt onto any religion. What I teach is about self. It's about energy. And this is scientifically proven. So it's not something that's new. So just kind of go with the flow with me and enjoy this process over the next 10 weeks. I recommend that you do these lessons weekly so that you keep yourself fully immersed with the book in your bag and all of the things going on at the same time with your homework that I'm going to give you each week. And we will catch up on the first lesson very soon. So I look forward to working with you shortly. Thanks.